Good day. This is Friday, the 5th of June 2026, and another episode of On the Record with Floris Steenkamp. Today I'm going to share with you a few updates of previous news in previous editions of our episode of On the Record with Floris Steenkamp, and then we will move on to new developments on the news front on the Central West Coast. Just a quick update on the international crude oil and refined petroleum products situation on the world markets. At this stage, wholly influenced by the US-Israeli-Iran conflict. The latest situation, as we were finalizing this episode, indicates that Iran resumes bombing of the Gulf states. We know that the bombing resumed this week, as there is still no peace deal with the United States or between Iran and the United States. And in the absence of a peace deal, the presence and the reality is war. The infighting between the Israelis and the United States and Iran continues across the Middle East, especially also in Lebanon, where we know there is a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon itself, but at this stage we still know of sporadic fighting between Israeli forces and Hezbollah. The Strait of Hormuz remains under blockade. We know that there's an estimated 1,600 vessels. That is a figure that was released by the International Maritime Organization, that a total of 1,600 vessels are still stuck in the Strait of Hormuz, and it influences about 20,000 crew members aboard these vessels. There are even estimates from non-IMO sources that places the number of vessels at 2,000 that are stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. Let's hope that the situation improves and that these people can also eventually leave the Strait of Hormuz, sail the oceans, return back to their homes and their families, and for our world economy to reset itself to normal again. The scourge continues of suicides on the Central West Coast. Following only days after a man walked into the sea at Vierkant Klip and ended his life, you will recall that we conducted extensive reporting on that on the Facebook of the Atlantic Gazette. In the latest incident, a well-known Swakopmund business lady took her own life on Tuesday of this week. Now, followers of the Atlantic Gazette came out and reacted overwhelmingly on our Facebook platform. A total of 450,000 people viewed the two reports we had on it, and we had a total of 2,755 reactions. Now, what did we learn from these reactions? Firstly, people were shocked. People reacted emotionally. You could see that this hurt people. We don't want to hear about suicides, not among our friends, our family, or even just normal people or other people in our communities. We don't want that to happen to other people. So what did we learn from that? And that is people care. Suicide victims are loved. People care about them. People are also, they want the best for them. And that's something to contemplate if you are a person that sometimes think about suicide. Then we saw several of our followers that came out and said, yes, we tried suicide in the past. There's even one person that said, I tried to commit suicide as recently as last weekend. She was not successful, and she said then that she will at some time in the near future try that again. Our viewers reached out to these people in their hundreds, telling them we care about you. Please contact us. Let's talk. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make a change in your life and get your life on another course. Let's steer it into another, away from your current problems. And I want to say this, and that is that nothing on this earth is worth your life. Your life is precious. We need you here We want you to be well, we want you to be alive, we want you to enjoy yourself. So get help, and if people are extending a hand, take the hand, work together and see whether you can get yourself out of this death spiral. We also, as promised, began to flight the number of the helpline Namibia. The number is 106. You will also see we are just flighting the advertisement for you here so that you can see what it is all about. And this is one of the initiatives. We are looking at expanding into other similar initiatives and to see that we as the Atlantic Gazette do our bit in society to prevent suicides. Now over to the pothole saga. You would recall that on Tuesday's edition, we spoke about the court case, the appeals court case in the Windhoek High Court, where a tenderer took the municipality to court, basically, or the Public Procurement Board to court, for a decision the Public Procurement Board made that said this specific person is not getting the tender. Other people were awarded tender, they started to work. You will also recall that in Tuesday's edition we showed you where the progress is done. Unfortunately, at this point in time the High Court was still in session, and we are still awaiting the official outcome of the court case. We know judges often take their time to review everything that was put before court. So let's see, perhaps today, perhaps over the weekend or Monday, let's see what's going on. Now it's very important that you follow the Atlantic Gazette on Facebook. It's very easy. Go into Facebook, type in the Atlantic Gazette. You will see our Facebook page. Follow. The reason why I say this is any updates, any news updates we do, also on this pothole saga, it will immediately feature on your feed. You will be notified and you will know in time what is going on with this court case. Now we've got a bit of news from Henties Bay. Two very interesting pieces of news that we learned from our communities. Just on this point quickly, whether you are, you can be anywhere in Namibia, but if you are in Walvis Bay, Swakopmund or Henties Bay, here's our number, 081 303 1673. That's my number, Floris Steenkamp. Share your news with us and we will investigate and we will report. And please, it doesn't need to be negative news. We are not here to only fly negative news. If there are positive things that the community deserves to know about positive developments, please let us know. We'll happily publish. And remember, it's not only on our YouTube platform, what you are watching now, also on our Facebook. We've got, I think now 33,000 followers and growing. We've also got our website. You will also see the website address will be down below on the scroll. Right, back to Henties Bay news. Standard Bank Namibia is in the process to review its agency in Henties Bay, and there is a big chance that this agency will be closing permanently in the foreseeable future. Standard Bank already in a two-liner informed the Atlantic Gazette that they are reviewing it. The same fate was brought upon other Standard Bank agencies across Namibia. We are concentrating on the Central West Coast, so in this case Henties Bay. So let's see what is developing on the bank front in the foreseeable future. Standard Bank did say that they will inform us of any news developments in this regard. Then, I think you might know the person, you might have heard of the person, Mr. Fani Creer. He was the chief of the Swakopmund Traffic Department for decades. Now, he's a transport specialist now. And he gave the municipality of Henties Bay a report of the shortcomings and the challenges in Henties Bay's local traffic system. That includes your streets, your street signs. At this moment, Henties Bay people are struggling with the new speed humps or the speed calming devices that was installed on the roads. People say they are faulty, they are too steep, some of it are damaging cars, etc. So we learned now, and we got official confirmation, that Mr. Fani Creer compiled a report to sensitize the municipality of Henties Bay over what needs to be done. Unfortunately, this report has already been given to the municipality several weeks ago, and up to now, no whatsoever, no reactions from the municipality, and people are becoming agonized about this and say, but what is the use of a two-way communication between your public and your municipality if anything that is being handed to the municipality, any initiative taken, are just met by silence? This is all I have for now. We will definitely see you again this coming Tuesday for the next edition of On the Record with Floris Steenkamp, and we wish you all a peaceful weekend, a restful weekend, and please stay safe.